Alrighty. All right. Hi. Welcome. This is Leah Little. We're going to talk Amazon Live here and all kinds of fun products that we have coming up. Happy Father's Day right around the corner. I just got back from visiting my father and my family in Dallas, and man, there's just nothing like family, right? No matter what gift you give to dad or anyone that you love, it never can quite capture how much you love them. But we're going to try today, right? We're going to try to see what we can warm dad's heart with when it comes to cool things. So I'd love to chat with you. I'm going to say hello here on our chat. And I'm going to try something new today because I have a few things that are going to operate through Bluetooth. And so we're going to bounce back and forth here with some audio options. So hopefully our techie savvy style will work seamlessly, but we'll test it out together. So here's a little look at what we have when it comes to the items. So we're going to talk a little bit about Bose, one of my favorite brands. And these are charging. Actually, here's what I have set up for you over here. A few little previews, if you will. Here's the Bose Sunglasses. I have them charging. Here's what's going to be coming up. Love. Super cool. And they are looking for my iPhone right now, if you can hear them talking, because they're actually going to play music through the sunglasses. If you haven't seen these are really cool. So those are going to be coming up. Also, I love that little booklet. What I love about Dad, kind of throw that in there. Bose SoundLink, if you have not gotten a great gift for Dad, that's a great one as well. Little Yetis, because every dad needs a Yeti. I have the little and the big. And also, I'm going to plug in the Bose again. I had to throw in my AirPods because I just picked up the AirPod Pros. I think every dad, every person deserves the AirPods. And also Bose headphones. Love. Everybody needs those. And a great book that I just recently discovered, Tools of the Titans. So all kinds of goodies coming up. Just a little sneak peek for you of some of those items that are coming up. The Bose. So here's the Bose Quietcomfort. And there they are. And the Yetis. The Yetis have a few different colors that are available. So you can choose in a few different sizes. And then also I have some grilling items that are available for you. So all kinds of good things. Hopefully you can see that in the live stream and in the carousel. And Dallas, my partner, is joining me. Hi, Dallas. Hey, Mom. So if you're a little puppy hanging out, that is sweet Dallas. So let's get started because Bose is already talking to me here with the with the sunglasses. These are so cool. They actually have a auto launch. When you open them up, they auto launch and connect Bluetooth. Pretty cool, huh? There's a couple different styles. There is the Alto style. And then what I'm wearing right now is the Rondo style. So there you have it. Now, you probably can't hear it, but you will when you own these. It says ready to connect. So it's actually waiting when you open up the sunglasses, they're ready to connect to your Bluetooth device. So what's cool about these is that, you know, we all we all know about, you know, earbuds and you know, I have an AirPods, so many different devices. But what's great about this is without anything in your ear, Bose has actually invented, if you will, the ability to hear that sound coming out with these little microphones right here. And they're literally sitting right at your ear. That's where the speaker is. Right here. So it's amazing how you can hear them, but somebody right next to you won't actually be able to hear that sound. So if you have a dad in your life, whether it's your dad or your hubby, that is really cool and techie, this is going to be a great way to go. Now, how do you connect them? Let's play around with it for a little bit and find out. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to keep that live stream going, but I'm going to go into the Bose Connect app. So if you download Bose Connect, here we go, Bose Connect, and it's saying ready to connect. So we're going to go into the Bose app. And what's great about the Bose Connect app is that it works with so many of the different Bose items. So what's really nice is it's going to work with these sunglasses. It's going to work with some of the Bluetooth speakers that I have coming out that I'm going to share with you. It is going to work also with a few. So there you have it. You can create a new account, or in this case, I'll just sign in. And then from here, what's going to happen is that you are able to use these in so many cool ways. You can press the right button so that the app can find your frames, and then they can connect and sync, and all of those instructions are right here inside the box as you open it. So great experience right out of the box. I love the fact that they come in a really exciting, I think, cool techie box. The instructions are right on top. You open it up, you find out how to connect, and then you're able to also have the cool case, which I love. Notice that cool sort of angular design. There it is. And then you'd open up, and of course, the Bose frames are right on the inside. So no matter which ones you choose for Dad, if his style is more like the musician look, that is the round design, really like that, that's sort of circular design, you've got a really good looking pair of sunglasses all the way around. They're going to be scratch resistant. They also, again, have the speakers that are right over the ears. You have the simple little connect that you're going to touch on the top. I think it's the bottom right here. That's how you're going to connect to your Bluetooth and to your app for the very first time. So mine's doing it right now. And then the cool thing is, once you are connected, you are able to then, play your music, take your phone calls, whatever the case might be. And again, really cool look. And nobody knows that he's listening to the music, or that you're listening to the music, or whatever the case might be, podcast, whatever the case is. So love this design. So there you have it, the Bose frames, and that is two different styles that are available, but these are the Rondo that I'm showing you right now, and then they also come in the Aldo style, which is more of like that risky business kind of look, right? That classic sunglasses style. So I think that's a great idea for Dad for Father's Day, right? I mean, if he's techie, if he likes something that is unique and cool, I think this is going to be a really cool way to go. And of course, they look kind of awesome. So at some point, I may do a detailed sort of tutorial if you want to see that and how they actually work. I'd be glad to share that with you. So let's go move along and share with you some of my other favorite Bose items. The QC35 are a really incredible must-have pair of headphones. These are something I have had for a number of years. I do not leave home without them when I'm traveling. In fact, I just took mine to Dallas. The QC35-2s are now out, and those are going to have Siri and your Google Assistant. So you've got that option. So you can choose, how techie he wants to get. Entirely up to you. So here they are. What I love about this is, first and foremost, Bose invented the entire concept of being noise canceling. So this is something back in the 70s, as the story goes, the Bose founder was on a plane, and it was so noisy as he's getting on the plane. It's like, there's gotta be a way to block out that sound. And so he literally was able to come up with a technology that blocks everything out. It literally, what is it they call it? A cone of silence. It becomes this cone of silence around you. And what I find personally is that it solves that whole jet lag problem. So if you're somebody that has jet lag on an airplane and you fly a lot, or you are traveling quite a bit, or Dad's traveling quite a bit, this is going to be something that really, I think, will make a big, big difference for you. So let me just make sure we are returning to our live stream here. Okay, so these are going to be the Bose Quietcomfort 35. Now, They do have up to a 20-hour battery life. Plug them in, really simple and easy to charge them up. You've got the sidebar here that activates the noise cancellation or the Bluetooth. So you can use them obviously, as Bluetooth speakers that are entirely wireless. They also come with the audio cable. So what's nice about that is, oh, I tucked my earbuds in here. What's nice about that is that, there you go, these will also plug into other devices. If you wanted to plug it in on the plane, you can do that as well. So I really like that. But first and foremost, honest to goodness, if you're gonna do any traveling, and I know that we are limited obviously with our travel right now in the world, but I did jump on a plane just last week and did quite a bit of traveling, and I will say that it is a must-have to have these with you as you're traveling. Now, to kind of give you an idea around the tour. So let me sort of show you all around these, because what I love is not only that noise cancellation, but how comfortable they are. Because when it's loud in that cabin of an aircraft, you want to be able to have silence, right? So now you can counteract that sound. So what's happening is that these are actually active noise cancellation. So when you put them on, you block some of the magic, the sound. But the magic is when you flip this little button on the side, and when you switch that button on the side, you're engaging that noise cancellation technology. So what's happening with that is that it literally creates each cup here creates a block to the outside noise. Super soft padding going all the way around. It's sending a noise canceling sound wave back at the sound that's coming out. So it's really an experience when you flip that switch. If you've never experienced this before, you're looking for something really unique for Dad, this is going to be an absolute, in my opinion, must-have way to go. In fact, I believe in these so strongly that we flew out to Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show a couple years ago, and I had my headphones, and I left them at the airport in the ladies' room. And before we left, my sweet Darren actually replaced them for me, went and bought another pair because we didn't want to get back onto the airplane without without having those headphones. I didn't want to. So really super sweet of him to do that. So love these, highly recommend them. Again, super soft padding. You've got I'll show you here on the top, the padding on the top, which is nice. So if you're wearing them on a long flight, you also have the adjustability so that they can fit to the size of your head. I have a fairly small head, but if you have a larger head, it can adjust for you there. And then super soft as well. You're going to recharge by plugging them in here with a micro USB cable, and then you've got your controls here on the side as well. So you can skip to the next track, you can adjust volume, all of that. So really simple and easy navigation. If you want your own little sort of beautiful sound and sanctuary, I think they're available in a couple of different colors. And then remember, the Series 2 is going to give you the ability to work with Alexa and with your Google Assistant. So kind of opens up a whole new techie world there as well. So love these, highly recommend them, whether it's for Dad for Father's Day, whether it's for your husband, somebody in your life, whether also makes a great gift, Father's Day, or any other gift-giving opportunity. Oh, by the way, I'll show you here as I'm putting them away. They fit nicely right into that carry case. And there you have it. So I am going to move on next and share with you a fun little book that I found on Amazon. And this was something that actually I've done for my sister, done for my mom as grandmother. And this is a fun little book that I think you may enjoy. So let's talk next about that one. Whether it is a techie gift for Father's Day or whether it is something that is really simple and from the heart, I think this is a great way to go. What I love about Dad. Have you seen these books before? What's really cool here is that you fill in the blank. So what I love about Dad. Oh, here's the little insert that tells you how it comes with other versions too. So, this is page 3. When I was little, I loved to blank with you. So whatever your special memory is with Dad, or maybe your son or daughter or granddaughter, special memory is, you fill it in. I'm impressed by your you fill in the blank. So it becomes this cool sort of personal memory book. I love how you never get tired of my blank. And you can make that, I don't know what words come to mind for you, but I don't know which ones come to mind for me. You can make that, personal and so unique, and I think as in depth as you want. The one thing I will say, as filling this out for my mom, when I did a version like this for my mom for Mother's Day, it takes a little longer than you might think. So if you want to give this as a gift for Father's Day, I would say I would definitely try to fill that out sooner versus later and get it home. And I'm just going to make sure that my settings are correct, and we're going to adjust here and make sure we're staying alive. Okay, never. All right, so if you have questions, I'm glad to answer them for you. That is the Knock Knock book. What I love about Dad. And when you fill in the blanks, it just really makes it personal. I think it's such a great price. I mean, it's cheap. Great idea, but so thoughtful that you won't be able to put a price tag on it once you actually fill in the little blanks and make it personal to your dad for Father's Day. And don't you love Amazon? You can get it so quickly delivered to your home, simple and easy. All right, let's talk next about more goodies that every dad should have, and that is dun, 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 the Yetis. Now on Amazon, I found them in a variety of different colors. We own them in the just the classic silver, and I'm sure if you take a look around, you'll be able to find. So there's different sizes that are available. So whether your dad is a boater, whether he is a fisherman, whether he likes things outdoors, or whether just likes to join the family sitting outside, this is a great way to go. So here's the smallest of the three. I'll show you. Okay, so that is the Rambler 10 ounce. And on that one, the smaller lid will fit right in. And then there's the classic size, and that's the 20 ounce tumbler. Love. Nice snug fit as well. And these are the real deal, right? Which I love. And then the 30 ounce. Now, why do you need the 30 ounce? If you are going out, we love to go out on the paddle boards in the back, on the water right out here. And it's nice to be able to take that 30 ounce with you. Your drink stays cool on the inside. You've got enough so that if you're out on the water for 30 minutes or so, you don't have to worry about filling up your drink, because you're not going to when you're in the middle of the water, or whatever it is that you guys do together as a family. This is going to be a great way to go. I love name brand high quality gifts, right? To me, that just says something special about how much you really care about somebody. I mean, I think sometimes there is a place for smaller little items that are just kind of thoughtful and maybe one-offs, but there's really something about giving the original. So whether it is that small coffee size, if dad's a coffee drinker, this is going to keep that coffee nice and warm. If he is likes to have something like a mixed drink in here, this is going to be a great way to go as well. And then I will say something that we learned along the way. So here's just a little tip for you if you're just jumping into the world of Yeti. The small here in the 10 ounce and the 20 ounce, these both come with the small lids. And then the larger in the 30 ounce has a larger size lid. And I say that because we recently had to reorder some replacement lids, and I was like, oh, which one fits on which one? Because I thought the larger one on there. So again, these two have the smaller lids, comes right along with, and then the larger lid. And then if you are ordering replacements, because it happens, sometimes you lose them, keep that in mind. The large is only on the 30-inch. I use these all the time, and so does Darren. I think it's a great gift for Father's Day. It might be something he might not buy for himself, so that makes it an even better gift to buy for him, right? To say, I'm thinking about you. And no matter whether he's putting something in here that is a cocktail or a coffee or just a soda, or just trying to do good for the environment, now you don't have to worry about recycling. And because it's a Yeti, you've got a nice strong strength to them as well. So great idea for Father's Day. And I put in a couple of items into the live stream that I profiled for you in our grilling section. And so that is from Holder, the self-serve instant thermometer, as well as the barbecue smoker thermometer. Great idea for gifts for dad if he is a griller and really wants to get just the perfect temperature of the meat so that it's cooked perfectly. Then those are some really great items. If you want to learn more about them, you can check out that grilling video. It should be available on my Amazon page. And certainly we go into full depth there. We had the two girls going in the backyard and checking temperatures back and forth, inside and out. It was a big day. So remember those for Father's Day as well. Now, I want to talk to you next about one of my favorite gifts of recent. And this was actually something I gave to Darren for Christmas. And if you haven't yet discovered it, man or woman, but again, great idea for Father's Day, Tools of the Titan. Tactics, Routines, Habits of Billionaires, Icons, and World-Class Performers by the one and only Tim Ferriss. So I really, really love Tim Ferriss's work. And I think it is something worth sharing. So what a great idea as a gift, right? Whether he is an avid reader or whether he just wants to kind of flip through the pages. What's great about this is Tim Ferriss says in the intro, read it how you want to. This isn't a book that you have to, open up and read from beginning to end. He's like, hey, flip it open and see if that tickles your fancy, whatever's on that page. So there's interesting things in here from workout tips and things that he has learned from people along the way. In this one, ketosis warning signs. We'll just flip the page and behind the scenes. Here you go. Just before, this is with Kelly Skira. Just before recording our second podcast together, Kelly offered me a cup of coffee. Once I downed it, he showed me the bottle. It was a cold brew concentrate that you're supposed to dilute. I just consumed about 5 cups of coffee. Kelly calls it his cup of fear. We hit record and I immediately started to sweat like I was being chased by hyenas. So what's interesting is that he'll go on and he'll share more about that particular event or, in this case, what caffeine does to you. It's just really interesting. So it's all of these different interviews and tidbits with people that he spent time with. And here you go. More than 80% of world-class performers I've interviewed have some form of daily meditation or mindfulness practice. So there's just really, look at the size of this. It's like the holy grail of Tim Ferriss knowledge combined into one book. And I think it makes a great gift because, like I said, it's kind of like coffee table book where you don't have to really pick it up and read it from edge to edge. You can just, pick it up, start where you want to, and, see where it takes you. Sometimes you may get lost in it, or dad may get lost in it. Could be that bathroom book. Could be that coffee table book. Could be something that you just have around the house. But I found it to be a great read. So let's just open it up and see where it falls. Living Well is the Best Revenge, George Herbert. And then, it goes on to kind of share different techniques. So in this case, just back it up here. Tactics for dealing with haters. Oh, here you go. And then it has his little summary on that. Let's skip over that one. There is a various use of language in this book, I will warn you, so probably not for children, indeed, not for children. But, kind of gives, I like this little anecdote I'll share with you here. Each person that he interviews in the book, he asks them who are their spirit animal. So there's some kind of fun, interesting little pieces on every page. So there you have it from Tim Ferriss. That is not a concise overview by any stretch of the imagination, but just my sort of highline glance at a great gift idea for dad for Father's Day. So there's your look at it, Tools of the Titans, nice big book, and it is a compilation of his interviews over time. Hi, honey. What is it? What is it? You want to come sit up here? Okay, Dallas is going to hang out with us for a while. Hi. All right. Sometimes when I'm talking, Dallas is like, what is going on around here? And he wants to join in the fun. So, fortunately, we have some grooming companies that are opening up soon. So our little puppy's gonna get his first groom next week as soon as we were able to book that appointment. So let's talk next about a great gift for Dad for Father's Day, and that is AirPods. These happen to be the AirPod Pros. So the microphone is built right in. Love that. They are going to come to you with extremely long battery life. They have noise cancellation, which is super cool, and you also can customize right and left on the ears. We were able to discover these as we were doing some live stream. Hi, baby. As we were doing some live streaming and various shows, and I will tell you, having tested out a number of different audio, this is a great way to go if you are doing live streaming and you need to connect. So if Dad is a techie and he's doing any sort of video, this is going to be a super solution. Better quality audio than actually what you're hearing from me right now as I'm going through my computer audio, simply because I wanted to be able to show them to you, so I'm not actually using them for this broadcast. So they charge inside the box, which is really cool. Inside the case is going to plug in through your Apple cable right here. It's not a USB-C. It is it's a traditional Apple cable that it's going to charge through. And then, hi honey, he's making it a bit of an adventure. And then, so you connect them to whatever device it is you want to do. It'll connect to more than one. It automatically connects for me to my computer. What's going on over there? You checking it all out? Also to my iPhone, and then it'll automatically pair. Once it's paired the first time, what's nice is that it automatically recognizes that pairing ability. And you have, that's kind of your simple little overview. You can go inside the settings when you connect, and you can customize if you want to change out the noise canceling that is in the earbuds. If you want to customize that, that's a great, I think, feature difference with the AirPod Pros. And again, I'm not going into a full spec detail. I'm glad to do that for you in perhaps another broadcast, but a great gift idea for Dad for Father's Day. If again, he's a techie and you want to do something that is super thoughtful for him. So there you have it. That is kind of my top list of goodies for Father's Day. And just to give you a quick review, we will walk you right through. Here is the Bose frames. Again, automatically connecting, playing your music, and keeping you looking cool, or keeping Dad looking cool. They come in two different styles. This is the Rondo, which is that cool round musician style. And I'll show them to you right here. So love that. And then the audio, it's so cool how it just literally plays right to your ear, and other people won't even hear it. It's really amazing. We've tested it out in several ways, even taking phone calls, great audio quality for taking phone calls as well, operating through Bluetooth. So they're available in the Rondo, which is what I'm wearing right now. And then also that classic alto style. And that is, can you see? More of the classic sort of risky business with the the edge there on the side, that straight edge instead of the rounded style. So love. And again, they have the auto prompts where as soon as you open them up, it automatically connects with whatever Bluetooth device you previously synced it to. Love that. And it's the Bose quality. I have been a fan of Bose for so many years, presented Bose products for many, many years. And I can tell you, it's really fun to see some of the new inventions and iterations that they're coming out with now. And a lot of the classics too, like the next piece that I showed you, which was the Cannot Live Without QC35 earphones. These are now available in the version 2, which is what I put into your carousel, which means you'll be able to have Alexa and Google, and even as I put them on, it's like silence surrounding. It's really amazing, and that is even without the the noise cancellation. So what's nice about this is you have the soft padded design, but the best part, not only are they comfortable, because comfort is important, but it's really about the utility. If dad wants to block out the world, whether he's wearing them as he's mowing the yard and you want to protect his ears, or whether you are, on a plane traveling across the country, I have found that of all the electronics that I've offered over the last 20 years, these are literally one of my top 5. Absolutely, hands down, without a doubt. So if you want to give a great gift that can, what is the old adage, keep on giving year after year after year, it really is something extraordinary. I realize that they are not the least expensive pair of earphones. Doesn't matter to me, because man, when you give a lifetime gift, that's really what matters, right? Something that he's going to use time and time again, and Bose quality. Bose has been around for over since the 50s, I think. I mean, crazy amount of time, and to be able to have this kind of legacy, if you will, you've got it with Bose. Bose, again, 50 some years, since 1964. They've been really upping the game, I think, on what matters when it comes to quality, what matters when it comes to high-end sound, and they really are unparalleled. I mean, they are the headphones of movie makers and musicians. You have volume control, of course, here on the side as well. So if you want to use them at home and block out the world, I can tell you've really got something extraordinary here. And what I love is that it really creates this cone of silence. And if you have been, like so many of us, staying home, right, for the last couple of months, and suddenly now you've got, the kids learning, and maybe the kids learning from school, and then you've got the dog, and you've got the pool guy, and you've got so much going on all the time. This is going to be that invaluable, I'm stepping out and taking a break without ever having to leave the room, because that's your checkout. That's all there is to it. So what I love is that when someone experiences the gift of silence for the very first time, it is transformative. I mean, there's no way really to put into words the cone of silence, which is the phrase that the Bose team uses, but it's so apropos, it's so true. And I think, like any great product, they were really created out of a need. The founder of Bose got on an airplane and said, man, it's so loud in here. Is there a way to block that out? And so what he did was, with his technicians, created this active noise cancellation. So it's not just like blocking it, like putting your hand over your ear. It's actively sensing the noise that is coming in and sending out signals in the opposite direction, so that that noise is counterbalanced, if you will, that is bounced back. So amazing technology, and I don't even begin to fully understand it, but I do recognize certainly that there's a difference in just blocking something and actively blocking that sound, and that's what you're going to have with Bose. You couple that with the ultimate comfort. I mean, I've worn these on cross-country trips from here in Florida, across to California. I've worn them across the seas going over to Italy, and I can tell you what's amazing is that you have a long life battery, which is important, but more important, a comfort and a different feeling, at least I do, when you arrive at your destination, where you don't have that exhaustion. I never realized how much of that came from the sound that is bouncing around, that like sort of white noise sound, or whatever the actual term, technical term is, that sound that is just, coming at you all the time. I find myself invigorated when I actually get off a 2-hour plane ride, which is crazy. So if you want to give a gift to dad that is thoughtful, that is something he's going to use time and time again, whether he's, like I said, mowing the yard, or whether he is flying across the country, this is going to be a great way to go. And now with the Quietcomfort 2, you have Alexa that is inside, the Google Assistant that can now work with you here, and one-touch access. So really great, great ability to have something that is, I think, something you'll use for a lifetime. And he will use for a lifetime for Dad. Oh, here's the case, by the way, as I put them away. I may as well show you what I'm doing. They fold over nice and neatly, and oh, as I say that, this way, and then they go right into the case. So really nice protective case. We've got the pocket here on the inside, so if you want to put your cable, your audio cable, or your charger cable, you can do that as well. For international travel, you also have the adapter, which I think is really nice to plug in, and there you have it, all from Bose. Did you hear that little knock? Paying attention. Dallas is like, wait, who's knocking at the door? What's going on? Okay, quick recap for you. Love this. Just a little fun item that I threw in here, because if you're looking for something that is simple and easy and inexpensive, but super heartfelt and thoughtful, what I love about Dad. I have given these little books to so many different members of my family, of my tribe. What I love about Mom, what I love about us, what I love. This one is what I love about Dad. And if you're not familiar with it, isn't it cute? You open it up and there's fill in the blanks. So, and this is number 26. I love the way you blank when you blank. So think about fun memories that you've had with your dad. I'll keep blank forever, won't you? I mean, it could be a picture of something. I love how you always blank. And in this case, let's see, there are, guessing 50, yep, 50, and the last one ends with, thank you for blank. So I love this, because each version of this book, as you fill in the blanks with your particular memories with your dad, or with grandpa, or the kids filling it out for your husband, it really becomes sort of a fun, nostalgic adventure in reliving different memories. And at the same time, it becomes a personal legacy piece that he might read on a rainy day in September, well after Father's Day has come and gone. It's a gift. I don't like to use those cliches, but it really is a gift that keeps on giving. And if you have, Dad's getting older. My dad in his mid-70s now. I had the good fortune of seeing him just a couple days ago as I traveled to Dallas with Victoria, and I realized how precious time is, and how a gift like this can be not just sentimental, but something really special that he may look to time and time again. So it's a small little thing. It is an easy little treasure. I will say, as I said earlier, it takes a little bit longer to fill out than you might expect, because when you start thinking about, oh, well, I really want to contemplate, I love how you never fill in the blank. You kind of think through in your mind different memories, and I love how you always fill in the blank, so you can put as much effort into it as you want. And again, a great special gift for him. It's in the carousel below. Love this, and so affordable as well. Okay, so as we're rounding out some of our time together, let me clean up my little AirPods that were here. I want to show you these Yetis. So the Yetis we have in 3 different sizes, and there's different colors that are available for you on Amazon. I have the classic variety here, but there you have the 20, there's the 30, and there's the 10. I'm just clicking them for you on the live. And what I really like about the Yeti is that you're getting the original, right? You're getting the brand that people know and love. You have Yeti right on the top, and again, Dallas, you're right there, aren't you? You have the lid that comes right along with. That's the 10 ounce, the 20 ounce, of course, and then the 30 ounce actually has the larger lid, because it is that larger display as it opens up. But I love how they've actually made it smaller at the bottom, so it still fits into your cup holder. Now, one thing I did notice is that the smaller, the 10 ounce, does not always fit into your cup holder, because it actually has a larger base. than even the 30-inch. So do keep that in mind if that is, a consideration for if he's traveling from, to and from work. I mean, most cars have modifications for that when it comes to the cup holder size, but this has a bigger base, even though it's the smallest of the three. So love that as a gift for Dad too, because if Dad isn't drinking coffee or his favorite soda or maybe something mixed in there, you've got that. So I also threw a couple things in here for you for grilling, and I'm not actually grilling outside right now. We did that last week, and so that is available for you in the on my page. If you want to glance through that, we go through a full profile of a few of these different thermometers and how you can use them on the grill. And great quality from Holder. Love that you can have that really succulent, delicious, perfect grilled meat and have the gauge built right in, so it tells you exactly what you need to know as you are grilling. I love having the right tools of the trade, right? Especially with something like grilling, where you just are kind of winging it unless you've done it from experience. What are you doing here, Wiggly? Okay, one more thing I want to remind you about, and that is Tools of the Titans. So, if you're looking for a simple but great read for Dad, here you have it from Tim Ferriss, Tools of the Titans, the tactics, routine, habits of billionaires, icons, and world-class performers. And it is his compilation of summaries of interviews of so many people that he has had the good fortune to spend time with over the last years. Of course, he's the author of the 4-Hour Work Week, and I think probably his biggest claim to fame there, as well as the 4-Hour Body. But man, what a force to be reckoned with, right? If you have been following any of his latest work, it's just amazing to see the wealth and the breadth of knowledge that he is able to share. And if you are somebody that likes to read, or you're looking for something for Dad as a coffee table book, or looking for something, maybe it's for not your dad, but maybe it's for Father's Day for your father-in-law, or for somebody that is you want something that is really cool and special for, but not particularly nostalgic. Maybe he's a techie, maybe he's somebody that loves to read, like I said earlier. Maybe a little a book for the bathroom, whatever the case might be. Because again, this isn't a book that you read from beginning to end in chronological order necessarily. It is something that you can flip it open and just check out what it says. And in this case, we just fell open here to post-production and editing, talking about what goes on here with the podcast gear that he uses, Ed Catmull, as what this page fell open to, along with Steve Jobs and John Lasseter, co-founder of Pixar Animation Studios. And then he goes into his interview with him, little known facts about him, tidbits that he would recommend that Tim Ferriss is sharing with you in this book. So really fun. And then I love that they each have their own spirit animal listed as well. I don't know why I get such a kick out of that, but I do. So there you have it. Great idea for Dad for Father's Day, and Tools of the Titans. And then the last thing I threw into the review here is the... What are you doing? You look like a little puppet on the Muppet Show. Like pops right up there. This is Dallas, by the way, our little Havanese, who's getting his first haircut as soon as the groomer opens. I tried to do one myself, but it was really not so good. I just wanted him to be able to see. So hopefully he'll be all cleaned up for us next week. Anyway, so here are the Apple AirPod Pros. Love these. We've been using these with a lot of our live streams. I'm not actually using them today because I didn't want to have to bounce back and forth from audio systems as I'm talking to you. So what's great about these is they have noise cancellation. They are a nice comfort fit on your ear. You can customize, and these have the microphone built right in. So you can use them, again, entirely wirelessly. The AirPod Pros available, of course, from Apple. So happy Father's Day to you and yours. I hope you found some gifts that may be of use here, and certainly you can find me. I'm available to answer questions, and I'll share with you more detail. I think a few of these items probably deserve a full technical explanation, like those Bose frames. I could walk you through how to connect them, and some of that detail. So we may do that in the future. So happy Father's Day and happy shopping, and we'll see you soon.